The Wanderer. He's a pathfinder, part yogi and part recluse, impressively liberated from our opulent lifestyle, searching, determined, and yearnful. The Wanderer has been seen in northern Michigan since the late 1800s. It's rumored that in a prior life he went by the name of Donald Key and was a baron of industry. Then something happened. In an effort to escape the stress of his previous life, he traveled to northern Michigan and went on a simple hike. So began one man's personal transformation. Soon after his trip, Don metamorphosed to a slower, simple pace of life, one filled with hiking the wilderness and being open to all impressions that would bring one happiness. The story goes that Don soon left all of his worldly possessions behind to hike the hills and forests of northern Michigan like a goat. Some have even said that he is actually half goat, half man. Over the years, word spread of his story, and the Wanderer has since gained a loyal group of followers that share his philosophy, and their motto is, "Give me a clear blue sky over my head, green grass under my feet, and a great beer at my destination." It's not known if Don is still out there, but many sightings occur even to this day. Recently, one of our buddies, Mark Brown of Haslett, Michigan, swore that he saw the Wanderer several years ago while playing some of northern Michigan's finest golf courses. The other golfers in his foursome suggest that there may be holes in his story, but Mark holds firm that he saw the Wanderer.
I've seen him a couple times. The last time I saw him, I was out playing around golf, and the rest of my party had played their ball up the fairway. Unfortunately, my ball was over in the woods, and in the distance I saw a rustling. I didn't know what it was. I took a couple looks, and it was a tall figure. Couldn't make it out really, but initially I was afraid. They had some horns, maybe a goat-like base, tall staff, and was just walking about.
Rumor has it that a Don Key is buried in an unmarked grave in a northern Michigan cemetery. We may never know for sure. There's probably a bit of the Wanderer in all of us, and who knows, maybe Don Key really is still out there today.
The Wanderer is a session IPA. What makes it a session IPA is that it's lower alcohol, still very high hop, but insanely drinkable. Basically, you can have a session of these, still get out, go to work tomorrow. I'll start now. So the hopping in the Wanderer is not too complex, but several additions to give it a complexity, as it were, in the mouthfeel. So we have Pearl, Willamette, Centennial, Centennials again, and then we finish with Columbus. And once it's after, however many days it takes to ferment, anywhere from 3 to 5 days fermentation, we then dry hop it for 2 to 5 days with a combination of Centennial, US Saaz, and Czech Saaz. That gives it a nice spicy and traditional nose on it for an IPA. But again, it's 4.2% alcohol, 45 IBUs total, and it's got a nice complex bitterness, medium body, and thirst quenchability, if you will.